Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, y'all. Okay, so just like last week, we see that the cast is recording their confessionals from home in order to be safe and not pass along anything. Okay, we're appreciative of that. We don't understand why we need a disclaimer after every commercial break. Like, why do we need this disclaimer? We're here. We understand. Like, we're all a part of this. We get it. We don't need a disclaimer every time y'all go to commercial break as to why everybody is recording confessionals in their damn closets. Okay, like I was just like, this is so, unnecessary, but okay. The Frost family, okay, are the ones we see this episode explaining to us why the confessionals are in their closets. And it's Kirk, Rashida, and their little baby. And little baby's super, super cute and everything. And, Rashida looks great. And they trying to give you happy family. And my husband sitting here talking about, I'm happy for them. They've been through so much. And I'm like, they have not been through shit. Rashida has been through everything, okay? Kirk has not been through a damn thing. Okay, I'm just saying, she ain't do not nail one thing to him throughout the entire relationship. Everything that has happened has been Kirk cheating, having babies, and doing the most. It's all been Kirk's. It's all his fault, okay, as far as I'm concerned. But you know what? That's not the point. The point is, the episode starts off with them. Y'all know it's the anniversary, and Kirk and Rashida are just so happy that they made it through all the things Kirk put her through, okay? And he takes her on this romantic date, and they leave that oldest son of theirs that they have together. Okay, the tea that I was sent on him, I did not need. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, I didn't need to see that boy's booty hole, but I did. Okay, yeah, that's a story for another time. But anyway, so Rashida leaves Carter with Kai, and she goes and gets on a motorbike with Kirk, and they ride through the city, and it's supposed to be all romantic. And then they get to this Airbnb where there's a butler and, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Frost, and all of this. And then they go and sit down on the balcony and eat some damn waffles. I said not waffles. Apparently this was to commemorate their first date back when Rashida was low maintenance. I said, child, as if you high maintenance now. I'm just saying, everything that is expensive that y'all have is because of you, Rashida. Rashida tells him that with everything going on, okay, because Kirk's oldest son got arrested, all right? He got arrested and put in jail. He was supposed to be handling some business with one of the other employees from their restaurant, and he ended up getting pulled over, and he had weed and a gun in a car, and then they try to, trump up some charges on him, talking about he had a sawed-off shotgun and a silencer and all of this, so he's in jail. And Rashida needs a damn vacation from all of the foolishness they have going on right now. It's not even just the situation with Kirk's oldest son. It's also their family business that they're trying to pass on to their ungrateful ass lazy children. Okay, so yeah, Rashida wants to take a girl trip, invite all of the homegirls down to some damn cabin, because we all know the Frosts love a cabin trip. So then we see Sierra meeting up with Shooter so that they can have a little family time with their kids. So when they meet this first time, it seems as if Sierra's daughter, Paris, I don't know if that's Shooter's daughter as well, but either way, he is a parental figure to her. So when they sit down, they're talking about some drama she has going on with school. She don't like the school. She don't want to be at the school. But this is all a setup for what eventually happens down at the school with that other girl and her crazy ass mama. But Sierra says she thinks the kids are having a reaction to she and Shooter not being in the same household and not being together anymore. She thinks that, they need to show them hanging together, and being a family. It don't have to be all lovey-dovey and hugs and kisses and everything, but it could just be them spending time together. And Shooter is like, yeah, we can't be hugging and kissing and all of that. I don't need Sierra trying to sneak back in. I got too much going on with Kiyomi, and I ain't even talked about the little situation with Cheyenne, because that ain't really nothing, but I got that going on. And plus, I still remember the bad times from when me and Sierra was together. You mean the bad times? Oh, are we talking about that time where you had sex with Sierra's employee and you the one that convinced her to hire the girl in the first place, and then the girl was extorting money from you? Yes, yes. Or you're talking about that situation. Why is he talking about this situation with Sierra as if she did something to him? Shooter, I don't know if you remember, but the reason why you and Sierra aren't together is because you was a low down, dirty ass cheater. Okay, disrespectful. Don't feel bad about it. Your son passed away, and God rest his soul and everything. And then you decided to hold it against Sierra that she wasn't there for you like you feel like she should have. Right after the major cheatation, I was just kind of like, y'all are not gonna raise my pressure up with Shooter and his fuckboy tendencies. I'm not here for it. I'm not in the mood. So Jock and Alexis Sky meet up at his salon. Y'all know the one he has with Sharonda. Sharonda is obviously still in her feelings that Jock chose Kendra to get serious with and not her. Because you can't tell me that that's not the reason why she started all of that mess with him last season. Talking about he's sleeping with the girls that's working at the salon. I said, no, Sharonda. It don't seem like that to me. It seemed like you were salty because you maybe thought you and Jock was going to have something going on when he decided to get serious with someone, and then boom, here come Kendra. Serious, okay? So yeah, I see Sharonda as a thick ass hater. Cute, thick, but a hater. So yeah, Alexis, Sky, and Jock go to the back of the shop so that they can have a conversation about trafficking, okay? Apparently at this point in time, trafficking is hella prevalent in Atlanta, and Jock wants to use his platform to bring awareness to the issue because people seem to think that it's all about snatching people off the street into white vans. But no, it's also about men taking advantage of young girls who don't have anywhere to go or anybody to depend on because their parents are, trash. So I just kind of feel like I'm glad that they're shining a light on this because it's something that's going on heavily in Atlanta. But I don't know how I feel about Alexis Sky being a catalyst. Like, I'm going to just tell you the truth, okay? Even though I sympathize with Alexis Sky, and obviously Alexis Sky has been through something terrible in order for her to be the person that we see today. I'm just saying that girl will do anything for attention, anything for clout, anything for $1, and don't really have nothing going on. I don't know why, but I get tired of seeing young girls using their bodies and their beauties to the point where they can't use it anymore. Like, as beautiful as she is, it's like, what else do you have to offer at this point, bitch? It's been so many years of you being somebody's girlfriend and somebody beefing with somebody else's girlfriend and on social media and fighting in the cucumber party and all of this stuff. Okay, so it just kind of seems like you would want Alexis Sky to go somewhere and get some damn therapy and better herself instead of always showcasing what it's like to be the damaged girl. I'm sorry, but that's just how I look at it, okay? And she is using this trafficking situation as a way, I guess, to, explain her behavior in the past. I guess that's what she's trying to do. And I get all of that. I sympathize with her. I don't want nobody to think that I don't sympathize with the young girls that have been taken advantage of and forced to do things that they don't want to do. And therefore, they are now, subject of that. That is a part of who they are. That is a part of their makeup. And that shows in negative ways sometimes. So I'm not, shitting on nobody. But at the end of the day, Alexis Sky is just, you never know whether her motives are genuine or not because she will do anything for clout. Like, I'm just sorry, y'all. That's where I'm at with it in my spirit, okay? But Jock got buku daughters, so he's scared. He wants to bring awareness to this issue and use his celebrity to do something about it. I'm like, yeah, of course. Y'all are getting to that age where y'all want to start being a part of the community because y'all realize that, just sitting on your ass all the time and complaining about things is not necessarily the way to get it done. So y'all, Rashida invites Sierra, the Bam, and Mimi to go skiing. All right, but she invites them to this little shop to shop for ski gear first. Of course, nobody knows what to buy because nobody has ever been skiing with the exception of Sierra. Okay, she said she skied before and she fell flat on her ass. I said, ooh, don't bust nothing open. Because, Lord, okay, they had to bring attention to Sierra's ass in this scene. And I'm just kind of like, ooh, those poor knees, girl. Ooh, them knees look like they going to give out at any moment, okay? Them knees look like they screaming for help. Help! Help! Yo. Carly is coming on this trip as well. So, of course, the girls have to talk about Sierra and Carly's beef and how Carly threatened Sierra with her friend Karma. I said not Candy Karma. Yeah, I was just playing. Because somebody go, her name is not Karma. Look, it's a joke. Her name is Carmen, but they pronounce it Karma, okay? The Bam says, that's scary. She threatened you with karma. I'm just like, shut up, Bam. Don't y'all just kind of feel like the Bam is kind of instigating the situation between Carly and Sierra? Is it just me? But I picked up on that this episode. Stop instigating, Bam. Speaking of the Bam, she says that she can't wait to get away because she is stressed out dealing with Scrappy and Mama D and her mama. It's just too much going on right now. And she feels like it's been affecting her health because she hasn't been feeling good. I'm like, so you think stress is causing you to be nauseous? Come on now, girl. Come on now, Bam. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, Bam. So y'all, we get to Jock in the radio station and the whole forum that he has going on. He's using his platform to speak on the trafficking and the misinformation that's out there. So he has some women on the panel who, of course, have been a part of trafficking, whether victims or have trafficked other girls themselves. And one of the women's name is Carla Miles. And she talks about how she got introduced to the whole situation by a mega pastor's daughter. I said, oh, Lord. But I tell y'all all the time, them damn PKs, them preachers' kids be bad as hell, child. Okay? She explains how she was sleeping with 20 men a day at one time, how she got 15 abortions, and right after she got to get back to work and have them men coming in and out, and having abortions in the third trimester, so having to actually have the baby. I was just like, oh God, girl. Oh God. Like, I don't know how much essential oil and herbs we can put on that. Like, oh Lord. I mean, that's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot to put your body through to the point where it is spiritually affecting you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's too much. Like, when she said that, I was just like, and that's why I am not for the championing of sex workers. Like, I understand we got to do what we got to do out here, but I am not one of those people that's online telling the girls to go ahead and sell their cooch for the, top dollar and all of that, because I feel like at the end of the day, that whole lifestyle is not safe, especially if you actually coming into contact with people, getting in their cars, meeting them at hotels or Airbnbs or wherever you meeting people at. Y'all are always trusting that somebody just wants sex from you, but people get hurt, the STDs, like the girl said. Like, you are just constantly putting your body out there to be a receptacle for any old body and whatever they want to put in you. Okay, so yeah, personally, no. Okay, I'm not about to be out here telling the girls that that's what they should do. Now, of course, there's a difference between being a sex worker by choice and somebody that has been flipped into this situation, and then it just becomes a way of life for them, which I feel like a lot of the times that's exactly what it is. Girls act like it's something that they want to do, but it's just really something that they are used to doing or what's easy for them. But either way, I feel like it all comes from some place of being broken. But Alexis gets there late. I was like, oh, so she can walk through the parking lot all late and shit when the forum done already started. Oh, okay. She talks about how she wasn't picked up off the street or anything, but it was somebody she knew, and he held her captive and basically sold her to people, wouldn't let her leave, made her be in fear for her life, and she just was basically having sex with whoever he chose for her to have sex with. Terrible, 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 Lord. But when she was 16 years old, a guy paid for her and dropped her off at a bus station because I guess, he must have saw how terrible it was for a 16-year-old to be forced to have sex with grown men. So, I guess he, was some good guy. I was just like, word? Like, oh, that's what happened? I mean, I'm glad that guy decided to do that, but you just wonder, like, did you do it just because it was her and you felt bad for her and you normally go ahead and pay for the girls and just drop them back off at their pimp house? Like, what's going on here? You just kind of felt like she skated over the story a little bit. Either way, I still appreciate her perspective in her story as it pertains to what she's gone through, because her story can probably help somebody else who may think that their situation isn't trafficking because they, may feel some type of way for the person that's forced them into the situation. And it's like, girl, that is usually how it goes. Okay. No matter whether you call it pimping or trafficking, it is usually because some girl has fell for some guy and she shouldn't have. It ain't always, a forced in the back of a van situation. And that's what I think they were trying to get across to everybody. Akbar was in the audience and she stands up and tells Alexis that she loves her and that's her girl, and everything she done been through. She is just so proud of her and all of this and this and that. And I was just kind of like, but apparently they're not cool currently. So I was just kind of like, yeah, all right, whatever, Akbar. Sit down, Valerie. Alexis says that this is the reason why she's made some of the choices that she's made, because of the things she's been through. And my mind instantly went through, so you was out here sticking cucumbers in broads because you were trafficked. That's what you're telling me. I'm gonna just let it go. But I pray for Alexis Sky. I pray for all of the girls that have been through things like this, that their soul can heal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever on the inside is wrong, I hope in some way it ends up getting fixed. Because I just think that, what must be going on the inside is worse than someone like myself can fathom. I'm sure of it. So y'all, then Sierra's daughter gets jumped in the school bathroom by another student and her mother. We all know the story. I talked about it on the Bondy Blue show, okay? Apparently, the story being told from Sierra's side is that her daughter called her while she was in the bathroom and she was trying to talk to the other girl's mama, okay? At the time, she was like, I'm wondering why is she at the school in the bathroom and all of this? But then I hear the phone drop and I just hear all these girls screaming, okay? So Paris must have called Sierra right before this fight broke out, okay? And Sierra thought she could talk to the lady because the lady lives in the same building as them. I said, oh, Lord, y'all too close for comfort. There's something to this story that we're not talking about. I'm sure of it. But everybody's finding out about this, okay? So Carly, Rashida, and Mimi meet up at the Frost Bistro. And Rashida says that all her shit would have been out the window, okay, if that would have been her daughter in that situation. Because y'all know when this first came out, we was all looking at the other girl mama like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like, why is you going to the school to jump a child? But the mom who got arrested said that she got a call from her daughter first saying that Paris and some other girls were going to try to jump her. So that's why she showed up to the school and her daughter let her in. And I was like, even if that was the case, because when Sierra explains it, she says it's not that her daughter was innocent. They were going back and forth. But the problem, still remains that an adult put her hands on a 14-year-old child. And I totally agree with that. And if I was Sierra, child, okay? Y'all, Sierra was standing outside in the bonnet and the fur. I swear for God, it would have took everything for me not to go to jail behind trying to whoop that lady ass, fighting my 14-year-old child in some damn bathroom. I don't give a shit what our daughters was going back and forth about. Don't put your hands on my child, especially when you know me and we could have had a conversation when you got to the house, okay? We could have met up at the house and had a whole conversation and worked this out like some grown-ass people. But you want to be a hood rat, terrible fucking parent and show up to the school to fight a child. It would have took everything in me not to go to jail behind beating that lady ass. I'm going to tell y'all right now, okay? But when I originally did the review, I was looking at it from the standpoint of that other lady and how it must have felt for her to feel like her daughter was about to get jumped by Paris's big ass. Okay? And now we seeing it from Sierra and her daughter's perspective. And of course, they're trying to make it seem like her daughter is all traumatized and everything. But Shooter is too stupid to play for the cameras. So he gave y'all the real. Shooter said Paris needs to make better decisions. And she thought it was just going to be a fight. And it turned into something much bigger than that. And she needs to learn something from this, okay? Every time you think you about to get in a little fisticuffs with a bitch and it's going to be over, please always expect that you could possibly get arrested. Her mom could come and try to whoop your ass. You could get jumped or your face can get cut. Let me tell you something. That's why I stopped. Like, I ain't got time to be fighting nobody. You ain't about to cut my face, old hating assholes, okay? Like, Okay, I know what the girls down here get into. Okay, the girls down here can't carry razors under their tongues and all of that. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm shooting you in the kneecaps and calling the cops. I was in danger for my life. I subdued her. But Carly, y'all, Carly is taking the position low key, like, I'm not gonna say it, but this is the karma I was talking about. Like, look, Carly is saying, I'm not saying it, but I'm saying it, basically, okay? Because y'all know that Sierra and the homegirl basically jumped Carly, even though that wasn't what Sierra was trying to do when it initially happened. That is what happened. Carly did reach out to Sierra, okay, because of what happened. So they spoke. So it seems as if they might be, moving towards fixing their relationship. Who knows at this point? They just know they're not going to force it. I'm like, please don't. But you know what? Going on a trip together looks like forcing it to me. But y'all, Sierra tells us that she filed the restraining order, okay? And, they had to go through the legalities of the situation. So then we see the Bam, y'all. The Bam is packing up, trying to get ready for this trip. She's talking to Scrappy about how tired she is, how she needs a break from everything. But she also seems to be worried about Scrappy being left alone with their baby Breland. And I'm like, girl, you need to stop tripping. That boy know he can take care of a kid, okay? He already had E-Money, Bam, okay? You can trust Scrappy with the baby, okay, y'all? I love seeing Scrappy and his baby on his Instagram. I love it, okay? That little boy is so cute. So when everybody is supposed to be getting ready to go on this trip, Rashida shows up to tell them about what happened with Kirk's son. And that's why she can't go on the trip with them, because it's too much going on and she needs to be there for her family. Speaking of people who probably shouldn't have went on this trip, Sierra, okay? Carly said that if it was her daughter that had gotten into that situation, she would not have went on any trip without her daughter. I was like, Carly, shut up. We didn't even know you had a daughter for the longest, okay? So shut up, okay? But at the same time, I am wondering, should Sierra have left during this time? But Sierra said she got so much going on, she need a damn break, okay? And Paris is by her father. She said she needed a break, so she's giving her space. I said, I'm not giving no 14-year-old no damn space, but okay, whatever y'all won't do. So everybody gets on the bus, all right? And they talk about how dirty police officers are and how the police tried to trump up these charges on Kirk's son and how they gonna have to, just handle that, and how if you don't have the right money or the right connections or the right lawyer, your situation can be messed up. Sierra brings up how if she, didn't have the money to get a good lawyer herself, this situation with her daughter would have been swept under the rug. Now her daughter is scared to leave the apartment because the girl's mama lives in the same building with them. And, it's just been traumatic for her. I said, well, that'll teach you to stop trying to bully people. Okay, because I heard that the daughter was out there fighting everybody. Okay, she looked big as I'm sorry, but when them damn kids look that big at 14, you better stop pretending like they don't know what they look like, okay? So what I'm saying is Sierra's daughter know her size. I think she probably was a little bully, especially when you think about how Sierra, reacts to people, what goes on this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, her mom's rowdy. So you want me to believe that the daughter is all, calm and getting into it with people because of them? I don't know if I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. But either way, she's still a 14-year-old girl, okay? So this situation might have been the lesson she needed to learn, and still traumatic at the same time. The Bam makes a comment about how Sierra must have really needed a break since she on the same bus with Carly, because the last time she saw them together, they was coming to blows. I'm like, really, Bambi? You's a messy ass bitch. Carly says she's trying to get over that situation. She still feels some type of way, but they on this trip and, she's not going to let it ruin the trip, basically. Bambi talks about how she hasn't been feeling good. And of course, Mimi is like, you might be pregnant. Let's get some pregnancy tests. Like, let's everyone take pregnancy tests. I'm like, okay, like that's stupid. Why would I said, Mimi, you better not take no damn pregnancy test, because Ty can't get you pregnant. So let's not even play. Can y'all believe that Bambi thought she couldn't get pregnant because she was breastfeeding? I said, Whoever told you that terrible information? I thought we all knew that right after you have a baby, you are really fertile and you can have another baby like that. That's why you see so many people that can be like 9 to 10 months apart because their parents start having sex, unprotected sex, right after they had one baby and the mom's still really fertile. Like, you be open to get pregnant right after, one kid. So I just was like, Bambi, who gave you that terrible information, girl? Okay? Lord have mercy. Sierra gets a text message from Shekinah. Shekinah is driving up to the cabin herself to meet them. Spice says she can't be bothered with the fake shit, okay, as it pertains to Shekinah, because she feel like Shekinah say one thing in her face and another thing behind it. She ain't got time for her. Mimi said we gonna fix it. I said, Mimi, stop trying to fix it. Stop trying to fix it, okay? Because the last thing we need is to see them two little thick, sharp people trying to fight because y'all trying to force a conversation when they can just, be silent and ignore one another and then just enjoy the time that we spending together. Just stay on opposite sides of the damn bus. And y'all, Scrap DeLeon says he noticed that there's been some strife between KK and his sister Cheyenne. So he brings them both to his apartment where he's trying to pack some things up to move. So he gets them to come and help him while at the same time trying to get them to make up. So apparently Cheyenne had a phone under KK's name. I don't know why you would do that. You just met her not too long ago. Why would you put a phone, under your name for her? That just sounds stupid. Cheyenne is a grown-ass woman. I'm not putting no fucking cell phone under my name for no grown-ass woman that I just met a year ago. I don't give a shit if she is my son's sister. Like, that just seems stupid to me, y'all. But anyway, Cheyenne apparently didn't pay the bill, talked to KK crazy. Cheyenne says that she never disrespected KK. She never talked to her bad, but KK says she did, and KK says until she can admit that she did, they ain't really got nothing to talk about. Then KK gotta check her high blood pressure because this whole situation and made her mad. I said, this old lady don't get the hell away from me with this, okay? KK says, oh, since Cheyenne not gonna admit what she said, I'ma throw her under the bus when it comes to this Shooter situation. She was like, did you tell him about Shooter? And he was like, what about Shooter? What I miss? And then the episode cuts off. I think, KK, you messy as hell. Oh, you messy old bitch, you. Anyway, y'all, that was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it, okay? I was like, oh, it's getting good, y'all. It's getting good. It's a lot going on. Sierra got the whole damn show. It might as well be the damn Sierra and Shooter show. Y'all, Shooter gonna aggravate the shit out of me. I can already see it. All right, y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Love y'all oh so much. I see a lot of people have been having issues with the Insecure video. I don't know what's going on. I see it's a lot of y'all, but then there are other people that are watching the video all the way through. And when I tried to play the video played all the way through both times that I tried to play it. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, y'all, let me know if y'all are continuing to have issues with that. So I'll see y'all in the next one.